Ready? Start. Mr. Vice Chairman Sir, on March 2nd last year, I had asked the Health Minister about the observations of the Population Crisis Committee on the family planning programs in the world at large and in the third world countries in particular. My intention is raising this half an hour discussion is to focus the attention of this august house and the government on the progress of the family planning programs in our own country and to take note of any shortcomings, because I consider the family planning program is a national program accepted by all the parties, and it is not merely the concern of the government that the program should succeed. I would quote from the report of the Population Crisis Committee, which has prepared World Chart entitled World Access to Birth Control, according to which out of 95 developing countries containing more than half the population of the third world, this survey conducted by the PCC was one of the largest and most challenging researches undertaken ever by such committee. There are many more points in that report which are not very relevant to the present discussion. I would only confine my remarks to the family planning programs in this country. Before that, I would like briefly to refer to the concern of the world to this question, because the problem of continued population growth worries the entire world. It has assumed such gigantic dimensions, especially in the developing countries where the rate of growth of population is considerably high. And because of this high growth of population, the economic benefits derived by these countries over the years are set at zero. Therefore, the whole world is exercised over this problem, particularly the third world countries. According to the statistics, the world population is now 5 billions, which is likely to be 6 billions at the end of the century. While the average growth of world population may come down to 1.5% by 2000 AD, the situation in the third world countries and particularly in India is very alarming. And according to a study of the United Nations Fund for Population Activities entitled Population Images 1986, if the present trend continues, Asia will have by 2000 AD 58% of the world population. Africa will have 14%, and all the industrialized countries will account for a bare 19%. The procurement of wheat in Rabi 2021-22 and the estimated procurement of paddy in Kharif 2021-22 will cover 1208 lakh metric tons of wheat and paddy from 160 lakh farmers and rupees 2.37 lakh crore direct payment of MSP value to their accounts. Chemical-free natural farming will be promoted throughout the country with a focus on farmers' lands in 5-kilometer wide corridors along River Ganga at the first stage. 2023 has been announced as the International Year of Millets. Support will be provided for post-harvest value addition, enhancing domestic consumption, and for branding millet products nationally and internationally. To reduce our dependence on import of oilseeds, a rationalized and comprehensive scheme to increase domestic production of oilseeds will be implemented. For delivery of digital and high-tech services to farmers with involvement of public sector, research and extension institutions, along with private agri-tech players and stakeholders of agri-value chain, a scheme in PPP mode will be launched. Use of Kisan drones will be promoted for crop assessment, digitization of land records, spraying of insecticides and nutrients. States will be encouraged to revise syllabi of agricultural universities to meet the needs of natural, zero budget and organic farming, modern day agriculture, value addition and management. A fund with blended capital raised under the co-investment model will be facilitated through NABARD. This is to finance startups for agriculture and rural enterprise relevant for farm produce value chain. The activities for these startups will include inter alia, support for FPOs, machinery for farmers on rental basis at farm level, and technology including IT-based support. Draft DPRs of 5 river links have been finalized. Once a consensus is reached among the beneficiary states, the center will provide support for implementation. For farmers to adopt suitable varieties of fruits and vegetables and to use appropriate production and harvesting techniques, our government will provide a comprehensive package with participation of state governments. Credit Guarantee Trust for micro and small enterprises, a scheme will be revamped with required infusion of funds. This will facilitate additional credit of rupees 2 lakh crore for micro and small enterprises and expand employment opportunities. Raising and accelerating MSME performance program with outlay of rupees 6,000 crore over 5 years will be rolled out. This will help the MSME sector become more resilient, competitive and efficient. Skill programs and partnership with the industry will be reoriented to promote continuous skilling avenues, sustainability and employability. The National Skill Qualification Framework will be aligned with industry.